All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely.
Today, we're tackling ProstaVive, a supplement making some pretty bold claims, especially when it comes to men's health,
Mm-hmm.
and specifically prostate health.
Yeah,
You know, as we age, certain things can become, well, a bit more challenging.
definitely. Yeah.
And a lot of you are probably searching for natural solutions to maintain your overall well-being.
Absolutely.
So we're going to deep dive into ProstaVive and try to figure out if it actually lives up to all the hype.
That's good.
So we know that prostate issues can really impact daily life.
Mm-hmm.
Things like those frequent trips to the bathroom at night,
Oh, yeah.
which can mess with sleep,
Yeah.
energy levels, even your confidence. And
Right.
ProstaVive is claiming to, not only address those issues, but also boost energy, enhance vitality,
Wow.
all with a natural formula.
That's a tall order.
It almost seems too good to be true, right?
Yeah. It definitely makes you wonder.
What's interesting is they seem to be focusing on this blend of natural ingredients,
That's right. Yeah.
and they're saying each one has been chosen very specifically for its benefits,
Yeah. They're really emphasizing that.
based on both traditional use and modern research.
A combination approach.
So let's break down some of these ingredients.
Yeah.
One that I found really fascinating was boron.
Yeah.
Now, this is sourced from, get this, a specific crystallized deposit in Tibet.
Oh, wow. That's pretty exotic.
Right. It sounds very mystical already.
Yeah.
But what caught my attention was they're linking it to detoxification and reducing inflammation.
Interesting.
Is there actually any scientific evidence to support those claims?
Well, there's definitely been some research into boron.
Mhm.
It does seem to have some properties that could be beneficial, like regulating hormones and enzymes that play a role in inflammation. But more research is definitely needed, especially when it comes to prostate health specifically.
So it's not just like a mystical ingredient from the Himalayas.
It seems like there might be something there. There could be some actual science behind it.
Yeah, potentially.
All right, so moving on to another ingredient that caught my eye, tongue-cut ali.
Okay.
This one's been used for centuries in traditional medicine, particularly in Southeast Asia.
Right.
And ProstaVive is highlighting its ability to boost libido and combat stress.
Both of which can definitely be impacted by age-related changes. Yeah,
Absolutely. And, these are concerns that many men have,
for sure.
especially as they get older.
It's not just about boosting libido, it's about addressing a potential decline,
Exactly. It's about quality of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've got boron, we've got tonkat ali. Now let's talk about ashwagandha.
All right.
This is an adaptogenic herb that's become really popular in recent years.
Definitely.
And what's interesting about this one is it's not just about potentially improving sexual performance,
Right.
but also contributing to muscle gain, which kind of ties into that whole vitality aspect that ProstaVive is promoting.
Yeah, that overall sense of well-being. Okay, now, this next ingredient, I have to admit, caught me completely off guard.
Oh,
Artichoke extract.
artichoke.
I mean, I love artichokes.
Yeah.
But I never thought of them as having any connection to prostate health,
Right.
or really anything beyond just being delicious.
So what are they saying about artichoke?
Well, ProstaVive is claiming that artichoke extract can act as an aphrodisiac
Interesting.
by promoting the release of oxytocin, which is often called the love hormone.
The love hormone.
Now, the research on this particular claim is still limited.
Yeah, it's definitely one that would need more investigation.
But, it's an interesting idea
For sure.
that something you could find in your kitchen could have these kinds of effects.
Definitely makes you wonder what other secrets are hiding in our food.
All right, so we've got ingredients that might help with inflammation, hormone balance, stress, even libido.
Sounds like they're covering a lot of bases.
But what about the core issue?
Right, what about the prostate itself?
Yeah, what about those nuts and bolts of prostate health?
Well, that's where ingredients like zinc and magnesium come in.
Okay.
These are minerals that are essential for various bodily functions, including testosterone production.
Which, of course, can decline with age,
Exactly. And they also contribute to better sleep quality.
which we know is often disrupted by prostate problems.
Right, so they're trying to tackle it from multiple angles here.
Yeah, they're addressing not just the symptoms, but also the potential underlying causes, like hormonal imbalances.
Uh-huh.
But how does all of this actually translate into real-world experience?
That's the key question.
Does it actually work for people?
Well, one of the sources you provided had a first-hand account from a man who actually tried ProstaVive.
Okay.
He was initially pretty skeptical, but after a few weeks, he reported some pretty significant improvements,
What kind of improvement?
especially with nighttime urination,
Oh, so fewer trips to the bathroom.
which led to better sleep quality.
And that probably had a ripple effect on his energy levels.
Exactly. He said he felt much more energetic and confident overall.
So it wasn't just a minor change, it actually had a noticeable impact on his life.
Yeah, it sounds like it really made a difference for him.
But is there any research or clinical trials to back up these anecdotal reports?
Well, there was a mention of some research from Fukushima Medical University in Japan
Okay.
that highlighted the importance of blood circulation for prostate health.
Interesting.
And ProstaVive claims that some of its ingredients, like Tongkat Ali, can improve blood flow. But the specifics of how that research relates to ProstaVive weren't really clear.
So there's a potential connection there.
Yeah, it's possible.
But we need more information to really know for sure.
Exactly. More research is definitely needed.
I'm curious, though, are there any downsides to improving blood circulation?
That's a great question.
Would that be beneficial for everyone?
Well, it's important to remember that even natural ingredients can have interactions
Mm-hmm.
or contraindications, depending on someone's health conditions or the medications they might be taking.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution,
Right.
even if it's derived from natural sources.
Exactly. It's really important to talk to your doctor,
Absolutely. Always consult with a healthcare professional.
especially if you're considering taking any new supplement,
They can help you figure out if it's right for you.
and make sure it's safe.
Yeah, and consider any potential interactions with medications or existing health conditions.
That's crucial.
Now, beyond the specific ingredients we talked about, I'm curious about this idea that ProstaVive has benefits that extend beyond prostate health.
Yeah, that's something they really emphasize in their marketing.
What's the thinking there?
Well, like we touched upon, a lot of those ingredients target different aspects of well-being. For example, better sleep.
Yeah.
And that's not just good for someone with prostate issues, right?
Yeah.
It affects your energy levels, your mood, even how well you think. Basically, how you feel every day.
So it's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
Addressing one concern could lead to improvements in other areas.
That's the idea.
I like that. Can we dig a bit deeper into those potential benefits? What else is ProstaVive claiming to do?
Okay, so one area they highlight is cardiovascular health.
Okay.
And we talked about how some ingredients, like Tongkat Ali, supposedly improve blood flow.
Right, right.
So while the main focus is on the prostate, that improved blood flow throughout the body could also benefit your heart and blood vessels.
I see. So it's not just about one isolated area.
And now it's more of a holistic approach.
A more overall men's health kind of thing.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, there's so many supplements out there.
Oh, tons of them.
How does ProstaVive stand out? How do we know if it's worth considering?
Well, one of their big selling points is this fast-acting formula.
Fast acting. Okay.
They claim that this particular blend is designed to, deliver noticeable results faster than other supplements.
Okay, but how fast is fast acting?
That's the thing. They don't really give specifics.
That's always a little bit of a red flag for me.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's different, right? What's fast for one person might not be for another.
Exactly. It's subjective.
It would be nice to have, a clearer time frame.
Yeah, some idea of what to expect.
Exactly.
What about long term? Is ProstaVive something you'd take continuously, or is it more of a short-term thing?
That's a good question. And honestly, the information you gave me didn't really address that. It would be helpful to know if it's meant for, ongoing maintenance
Right.
or just to provide temporary relief from specific symptoms.
Yeah, because some supplements are really about addressing a deficiency
Right.
or giving you a boost for a while,
Uh-huh.
and others are meant to be part of your routine long term.
Exactly. So it's important to look for that information.
Not just the ingredients in the claim.
But also, the recommended usage
Hmm.
and any potential long-term effects.
As we're talking about all this, I keep thinking about how everyone's different.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What works for one person might not do anything for someone else.
Absolutely. There's no magic bullet.
There's no guarantee.
It's important to have realistic expectations.
So it's a potential tool, but it's not a sure thing.
Right.
And speaking of tools, we always hear about how important lifestyle changes are for prostate health.
Lifestyle is huge.
Does ProstaVive address that at all?
Well, they do mention it, which is good.
Okay.
They acknowledge that things like diet, exercise, and stress management are all important.
So they're not saying the supplement is the only solution?
No, it's more about taking a holistic approach.
I like that.
Yeah, it's reassuring to see that.
So let's say someone is taking ProstaVive.
Okay.
What are some specific lifestyle changes they could make to support their prostate health?
Well, one big one is diet.
Diet. Okay.
Certain foods are thought to be particularly beneficial.
Like what?
Well, for example, foods rich in lycopene.
Lycopene. I've heard of that.
It's an antioxidant found in tomatoes,
Tomatoes, all right.
and it's been linked to a reduced risk of prostate cancer.
So a nice pasta with marinara sauce could actually be good for you.
Potentially, yeah.
Interesting.
What else? Cruciferous vegetables are another good one.
Cruciferous vegetable.
Like broccoli, Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
cauliflower, those kinds of things.
It's funny how the foods our mothers always told us to eat usually turn out to be good for us.
Right, like they knew something.
Yeah. What else should we be adding to our grocery list?
Healthy fats are important too.
Oh, fats. Okay.
The kind you find in fatty fish, nuts, and seeds.
Got it.
They provide essential fatty acids that can help reduce inflammation.
Okay, so lots of fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and some extra tomatoes.
Sounds like a delicious and healthy way to eat.
What about exercise? What kind of activity is best for prostate health?
Even moderate exercise can make a difference.
Okay.
Like going for a brisk walk every day.
That's doable.
Yeah, it helps improve circulation, manage your weight, and reduce stress.
All good things.
All good things for your prostate.
So it's not about spending hours at the gym.
No, just incorporating movement into your day.
Makes sense.
And don't forget about stress management.
Oh, stress.
Chronic stress can really mess with your hormonal balance
Yeah.
and weaken your immune system,
Right.
which could make you more susceptible to all sorts of problems, including prostate issues.
It's amazing how much impact stress has on our physical health.
It's huge. We often underestimate it.
So how do you recommend managing stress?
There are lots of techniques out there. Meditation, deep breathing, yoga, even just spending time in nature.
Just finding ways to relax and unwind.
Exactly. Finding what works for you and making it a part of your routine.
So it's really about creating a lifestyle that supports your overall well-being.
Exactly.
ProstaVive might be a helpful tool, but it's not a magic solution.
It works best when it's part of a bigger picture.
And that includes all those healthy habits we talked about.
Absolutely. It's about being proactive
Taking care of yourself.
and making choices that support your health.
Now, going back to the man who shared his experience with ProstaVive, I'm curious about what specifically changed for him.
Yeah, what did he notice?
He mentioned fewer bathroom trips.
Right, that was a big one.
But were there other improvements?
He said that the better sleep really boosted his energy levels during the day.
Hmm.
And he also mentioned feeling more confident
Oh, interesting.
and just more satisfied with his life overall.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
It really highlights the connection between our physical and mental health.
Yeah, when you feel better physically, you often feel better emotionally.
Exactly, it's all connected.
Vice versa, I imagine.
For sure.
I'm also curious to learn more about that research from Fukushima Medical University.
The one about blood circulation.
Yes, they emphasized its importance for prostate health, but what exactly did their research involve?
The source you provided didn't go into too much detail.
That's too bad.
It'd be helpful to know more about their methods and their findings.
Yeah, to really understand how strong that connection is.
Exactly. How much evidence there is to support it.
So while it's interesting that they mention this research, we need more information to assess its relevance.
Yeah, more details would be great.
It's important to be critical of broad claims and to look for concrete evidence.
Absolutely. Don't just take things at face value.
Now, you mentioned that ProstaVive claims to be fast-acting.
Right, that's one of their big selling points.
What exactly does that mean? Is there a specific time frame they give?
Well, they say that their unique blend of ingredients is designed to deliver noticeable results quickly. But they don't give a specific time frame.
That's vague.
It is a little vague, which can be a bit of a red flag.
Fast-acting is subjective, like we said before.
Exactly. What's fast for one person might not be for another.
It would be helpful to have more specific information.
Agreed. Something more concrete.
And it's important to manage expectations, right?
Oh, definitely.
Even with a fast-acting formula, you're probably not going to see huge changes overnight.
It takes time for your body to adjust.
To anything, really, whether it's a supplement, a medication, or a lifestyle change.
It's a process.
It's a process, yeah.
It's about being patient and consistent.
Now, we've talked a lot about the potential benefits, but are there any downsides
Okay, I'm sorry.
or risks associated with taking ProstaVive?
That's a good question.
Even with natural ingredients, there's always a possibility of side effects.
Right, or interactions with other medications.
So it's important to be aware of those potential risks,
Absolutely.
not just focus on the positive stuff.
That's why talking to your doctor is so crucial.
Mm-hmm.
They can assess your individual situation
Look at your health history, medications, any risk factors.
and help you decide if ProstaVive is a good choice for you.
It's about making informed decisions
Right.
and taking a personalized approach to your health.
Exactly. There's no one size fits all.
You know, it's so important to do your own research.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't just rely on what the marketing materials say.
Or anecdotal evidence.
Look for scientific studies, talk to experts, get a well-rounded perspective.
It's about being an informed consumer.
Being in control of your own health journey.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
And challenge claims that sound too good to be true.
Well said. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge.
And making choices that align with your goals.
Choices that are right for you.
That's what it's all about.
So we've covered a lot of ground with ProstaVive.
Yeah, we've really dug into it.
And I think what's most interesting is that emphasis on a multifaceted approach.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about taking the supplement.
It's about lifestyle, too.
It's about diet, exercise, stress management.
It's all connected.
Exactly.
ProstaVive might give you a boost, but it's most effective as part of a bigger plan.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's always that question, does it really work?
The million-dollar question.
Right.
Well, we heard that anecdotal evidence, and that's interesting.
It is.
But personal experiences can be so different.
yeah, what works for one person might not work for another.
Exactly. So it's not a guarantee.
And that's where the lack of, detailed scientific evidence is a little concerning.
Yeah. It would be great to see more research.
More specific.
They mention studies, but without knowing the methods or the results.
Right.
It's hard to say for sure how effective ProstaVive actually is.
So there's definitely potential.
Potentially, yeah.
But there's also uncertainty.
It's not a sure thing.
Not a magic bullet.
It's something to consider.
Talk to your doctor first.
Absolutely, get their opinion.
Make sure it's right for you.
And consider all the factors.
I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners.
Yeah, it's good advice.
Approach ProstaVive with a balanced perspective.
Don't get caught up in the hype.
Do your research.
Think about your own needs.
Weigh the benefits against the risks.
Make an informed decision.
Your health is your most important asset.
Couldn't agree more.
So invest wisely.
And remember, it's a journey.
It's about making those sustainable choices. Long term.
Choices that support your well-being for years to come.
That's what we're all striving for.
This has been a really fascinating deep dive.
I've enjoyed it.
Thanks for joining us as we explored ProstaVive.
Always a pleasure.
We hope you found this information helpful.
We tried to cover it all.
As you continue on your own health and wellness journey,
It's an adventure.
it is. And remember, your health is worth it.
Absolutely.
So keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep taking care of yourself.
And until next time, stay curious.